man, there are a lot of people on YouTube. There are a lot of different things. YouTube is a very side issues, even side issues in the Bible that will distract them from the main. I want you to see this connection that we have and why these. But you see in 1 Timothy in chapter 1, starting in verse 3, Paul says, "As I urged you when I was going to Macedonia, remain at Ephesus so that you may order certain persons not to teach any different doctrine." He tells Timothy, you go there and you order these guys to stop doing this. He says, you devote themselves to myths and endless genealogies, which promote speculations rather than stewardship from God that is by faith. Okay, so here's the deal. What's going on is that there are these people that are beginning to get caught up in these other abstract issues of the Bible and beginning to try and make a big deal out of it, trying to debate about this genealogy or that, and getting caught up in all these things. And it's one thing to be a scholar who is trying to, build a helpful commentary or things like that. It's another to be somebody that gets devoted into in building out these kind of crazy theories and just is a distraction, it says in verse 4, that promotes speculations rather than stewardship from God that is by faith, rather than what God gave us to be in charge of doing, to be stewards of. And you can see this, and it does lead to, I've seen it lead into heresy. One prime example, you may have heard me reference it before. There are these YouTube channels and people that promote the Gospel of Enoch and say that the Enoch is a lost book. It should have been included. Look this up for different individuals and prove that this wasn't the case. The Gospel of Enoch, if it was really the Gospel of Enoch or really written by Enoch, it would have been dating back to the time of Genesis, like way back, like before the flood. But the problem is that we can date the Gospel of Enoch, the language, the way that they wrote it,